Hey Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you guys for, my original peeps who always follow my astrology readings as I've, started to add a lot of new things to my channel. I really appreciate your initial support and my loyal fans, and I'm just so happy to stay connected to you guys. I'm happy to be back in this space to do my astrology readings. So I'm going to do a mid-June reading for Scorpio. Continue to comment because commenters are going to be put in the raffle for two free channel love readings once I reach 6,000. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio for mid-June. I have a lot of Scorpio followers. I have a heavy Scorpio energy in my chart, and I've just been connecting with you beautiful souls in my private readings a lot lately. I do private readings, but I'm putting them on hold just for a moment here, okay? So, all right, so I'm going to do the bear. This is what I'm being called to do after shuffling a bit. All right, so this is a protective energy. Let's see what else. I don't remember the opportunity is what it is. I am ready when the moment arrives. A bear stands in the river, alert and ready for the perfect moment when a fish swims close enough to catch. It does not pounce on everything that moves, but saves its energy for when it feels right. Opportunities always present themselves to us. They may pass us by because we are not prepared, we're distracted by something else, or even worse, we don't notice them. One way to change this is by becoming more present and aware. You can open yourself up to opportunities by being mindful of how you feel when these events arise. The less distracted you are, the more open you will be to magical moments. In addition to being present, Bear urges you to take action to meet these opportunities halfway. Bear does not stand in the forest waiting for its dinner to swim by. It finds a stream where the fish live. The right opportunity will present itself. Be ready to catch it when it does. So this is talking about maybe a possible opportunity that's coming your way here in mid-June, all right? But it's up to you to be open to it, to be aware, to be able to catch it strategically, okay? There could have been an opportunity that already came, but I am getting the feeling that there's going to be another one. So don't spend your time focusing on a lost fish in the pond because another one will come, okay? This could also be meaning of actual fish like a Pisces, but that's just the message I'm getting so far, okay? If you stare too long at the fish that got away, then you'll miss the fishes that are upcoming in the stream. So let me pull a few cards. I'm going to use this Sacred Healing Journey from Angelic Revelation 144 just to get some more energies about this this upcoming mid-June energy here for you guys. Sacred union, okay? So there might be an opportunity for sacred union. It might not look exactly the way you think it looks. Maybe it's going to be really slow. Maybe it's unexpected, all right? So just be open and willing and ready for this kind of opportunity for a sacred union. That's a beautiful follow-up from that bear, okay? Got universe, seeing beyond the veil, okay? So this is calling you to look beyond like the 3D and to see like the spiritual messages maybe coming your way, the things that are not obvious, the things, that are happening in your life that you maybe don't understand, but to like think outside the box and think of like the bigger picture and the universe and what's really at play here in your destiny, okay? And we've got advanced spiritual abilities. That's what I'm saying. So you guys might really start to be able to see beyond the veil. Your clairvoyance, your clairaudience might really heighten. I feel Scorpio is one of the most, if not the most psychic signs. So your spiritual abilities are advancing. Your sacred union could also be with yourself and your gifts, okay? But you're starting to really get in touch with these nuances in the universe that are not like easily seen by the eye. And I feel like it's your clairvoyance that's going to really increase here in mid-June. Your spiritual abilities are really going to be on par. And there may be an opportunity that is very subtle, but it comes to you to advance your spiritual abilities. So make sure you're on the lookout for that too, okay? That's really cool. All right, so we're going to get into your romantic dynamic and see what's going on with you and your person. I'm going to make 6 piles here for mentally, emotionally, and in your soul space where you're at, and then mentally, emotionally, and in their soul space where they're at, okay? And I was just saying in my Capricorn reading, it just feels good to be able to do these kind of readings because this is kind of how I started, and this is where, you know, I felt really connected to my channel for a long time, and I'm going to continue doing them along with my channel love letters. So thank you both of my supporters, the ones that prefer these, just everyone for sticking with me through all the changes in the Sorry guys, my video got interrupted. So I was making the piles. I didn't want to like even do it while I was off video because I wanted it to just flow. So I'm making mental, emotional, and physical and soul space for you and the masculine, okay? What was the deck I was going to use? From him to her are going to be the messages from the masculine, which is my deck, and you can find it on playingcards.com. I'll put the link below. I have a lot of new decks coming out, but I don't have a lot of them in my possession yet. So it takes a while to receive them. So if you do want to order them as quickly as possible because it could take like over a month to even get them. Just depends. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. And I'm going to use Spirit of Darkness and Light from Mystic Moon on your side and see where you guys are at, all right? And then all right, so in your mental space, we have indulgent. I want too much of everything. I feel this is a very Scorpio energy because Scorpio could be kind of extreme. So you might be indulging in eating and drinking and smoking and drugs, or just mentally maybe trying to cope with feelings through indulgence in something, indulging in shopping, but there's also good indulgence. You could be indulging in learning and stuff like that, okay? You have Ten of Swords, so you're dealing with a painful ending of some sort, some betrayal, which Scorpio doesn't do well with, but you're at the end of a cycle here. And I feel like you guys recognize it. You feel like something is just, it's done, put the fork in it, it's over, it's dead and gone, all right? You're ready to end something. It might be that you're ready to end this indulgence that you've been partaking in. Maybe that's, you know, a thing that you struggle with. Oh, I didn't mention sex as well, but like I feel like Scorpios could have that very addictive energy, okay? Because you have demon spirit, tormented fear, and shadow self. So part of your shadow self might be feeling like out of control when it comes to indulging in things, but I feel like it's to cope with an ending of some sort. It's to cope with your pain. It's your codependency. It's your devil energy, the things that pull you in, that toxic, tormented part of you. So I think you guys have to really talk gently to yourself. I feel like Scorpios can be turn that darkness towards themselves. So I feel like really being soothing with yourself, comforting with yourself, not beating yourself up for those things, okay? And then where's the masculine at? I think about you often when I pleasure myself. So you might also be picking up on some of the masculine sexual energy. This is like the devil energy. So I feel like that might be why you also might be indulging in a lot of sexual stuff, because you're feeling the masculine sexual energy as well. And he's thinking about you when he pleasures himself. Nothing matters anymore. I give up. Depressed. Right? So the masculine's in a depressed space. So you might also be picking up on some of his pain and trying to cope with it through your own addictive energies. Interesting. Then we have Eight of Cups. He's ready to walk away from something. He's ready to sever something. It might be walking away from his depression, walking away from a current situation, but I feel like, is wanting to let go of something. I don't think it's you, though, because he's still thinking about you when he pleasures himself, although he might feel like this is an addiction that he wants to let go of, too. But he is walking away from something to be a better version of himself, okay? So where are you at in your heart space? Inner child. This is beautiful. Capricorn just got this too. Fragile, vulnerable, scared, and joyful. I feel like that's where a lot of these adult coping mechanisms come from, is inner child wounds, as we know this, okay? So maybe instead of focusing on what you're doing to feel better, focusing on revisiting your inner child to make your inner child feel better, which is self-talk, which is meditations, inner child meditations, which is writing, affirmations, okay? Things like that. And then we have death, Scorpio, right in the heart, in your heart, in the heart of the reading. So transformation, changing the stories maybe you have around your inner child, maybe realizing you're no longer that inner child, realizing you can change. You don't have to be a victim to circumstances. And Spirit of the Jester, thief, trickster, hustler. I feel your inner child might have some voice that is not like tells you things that are not true about yourself. Maybe you were abandoned when you were a child, or you had some inner child wounds, and this is a trickster. It makes you feel worse. It's like kind of that devil energy that torments you, but it's not the truth. It's not in the light. So I feel like really putting your face to the sky and to the sun and feeling the joy of your inner child too, because joy is here as well. What makes you joyful? Because that's the essence of who you really are, okay? So your inner child wounds could have really been triggered by something with your masculine as well here. So let's see where he's at. I wish we could laugh under the sheets together like we did that first night. I just said joy, remembering the joyful things. That's the truth. I love it. I just said joy, and he said, I wish we could laugh. So he's feeling like that sadness of his inner child too, and he just wants to be silly and have fun. And I feel like you do too. You guys are mirroring each other with that, okay? Anger, there's a burning rage inside of me. So he has depression and he has anger. So he has a lot of grief, I feel, from his inner child, that it manifests in all these darker energies. Well, anger isn't dark. It's just uncomfortable, obviously. Page of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. I feel like he's exploring his own inner child stuff, but he also just wants to have fun. This is fire sign energy. It's very exuberant. It's very excited, like a little child, okay? I think this masculine just wants to have joyful moments, and he feels very bogged down by reality and adulting and stuff like that. And so I feel like maybe you getting more into your joyful energy, you could send that energy to him, all right? Got Spirit of the Snowflake. This is in your soul space. Special, irreplaceable, one of a kind. You might feel like your masculine is like your snowflake, okay? There's no one that compares. Nothing compares. Yeah, so I feel with this is that you're kind of grieving this, like you both are grieving this connection, I feel like. And I feel the masculine's trying to let it go, but he doesn't realize it's not you that he needs to let go of. It's his own blockages, because I feel like he's like wanting to throw the towel in because he feels like he can't get over it. But what he really needs to get over is himself. But I feel like you're grieving too, because you felt like your masculine was one of a kind. He was your twin flame. He was everything. And the sadness feels like too much to bear sometimes. Oh my God. I have bear and then I have grief. This is too much to bear. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, that bear is really weird, but I feel there's a sadness where you feel like you can't replace your masculine. You're not open to new experiences with this Nine of Wands. You don't trust that anything else better will come along, because this was such a special connection, and you don't know how to get past the sadness. And then he has, I was shallow and overlooked your uniqueness in the beginning. Okay. I'm just miserable and I'm really tired of pretending I'm not. Your masculine is so sad. He has sad, depressed, anger. So you have grief and he has sadness. You guys are completely mirroring each other. There's such a grief, and I feel the problem is that like really you need to come together, but he can't get it together for some reason. He's having major regret though about overlooking you. But he's going to have a tower moment, or he already has. Something is reconfiguring how he views this whole thing. And he's going through major, major tower moments, okay? So I just want to pull one last card, but I don't have the deck that I was thinking of using. So I'll just pull from this and see one last energy, overall energy for your guys' connection. Pulled one from here and one from my romantic confessions from Divine Masculine. Sorry guys about the noise in the back. Okay. The words you have said to me have really hurt me. So he's sad and depressed. You could have really hurt his ego. You could have really said some hurtful things that have stuck with him, all right? And then we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So through this grief, through this sadness, you're working through this inner child stuff. You're going to come out of it and you're going to be a pillar of light for other people. So all of this you're going through is meant to help you, to help others along the path, okay? and be a pillar of light and send him this light, because I feel like he really needs it because he's in a lot of pain, okay? All right, guys, that's the reading I have for you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.